The world does not yield to hope, it responds to action. Most men drift through life, believing that circumstance, luck, or fate determines their condition. They wait for opportunity to appear, for fortune to favor them, for the winds of chance to carry them to success. Yet all the while, their power remains dormant. The truth is that life does not hand out miracles, it obeys law. Every result, every victory, every defeat is a precise outcome of action guided by principle. You are the architect of your own existence. Your thoughts are the blueprint. Consider your daily moments. Those private minutes of reflection, of doubt, of longing, what do they tell you? They are signals. They are whispers from life itself, urging you to awaken, to understand, to act. When a man grasps that every thought is a seed, he begins to see his life not as random, but as an accumulation of choices, beliefs, and decisions. The mind is fertile soil, the repeated thought is the seed, the persistent action is the water. Plant fear and barriers will grow, plant belief and bridges will emerge, plant indecision and chaos will multiply, plant definiteness and your path will align. Your life is the harvest of what you sow mentally and physically. Ignorance allows random planting, understanding brings deliberate creation. Success is the product of clarity, persistence, and law, not luck. Many ask, why does it happen to him and not to me? Look closely. Talent, charm, or intelligence is rarely the determining factor. It is obedience to principle. Some men rise with less ability simply because they understand cause and effect, clarity of purpose, and disciplined action. Others fail despite effort because they drift, react, or hope without understanding law. Hope is a substitute for planning. Action is the product of certainty. A man may hope for wealth, love, or influence, but unless he defines what he wants, understands the process, and persists, hope is wasted energy. Hope alone is like planting seeds without soil, nothing grows. True achievement demands law applied, thought aligned, and action executed. The most dangerous lie is that success is random. Believing life is a lottery turns capable men into beggars of circumstance. They wait for breaks. They negotiate with life as if it were sentimental. Life is exact, impartial, and persistent. The man who obeys law moves forward. The man who relies on luck drifts endlessly. Thought precedes action. Belief directs motion. Clarity produces results. Observe the most successful men. They have mastered their inner world. They know what they want. They see the path clearly, and they act with consistency. The man who does not control his thoughts will be controlled by events, circumstances, and emotions. He will react rather than create. Every obstacle is an opportunity misinterpreted. Pain, failure, and resistance are neutral forces. The undisciplined mind suffers them. The trained mind converts them into stepping stones. Frustration teaches foresight. Disappointment ignites innovation. Every challenge carries a hidden advantage, available only to those who perceive it. Persistence converts the impossible into the inevitable. Few men fail because they are incapable. Most fail because they give up too soon. Obstacles are tests. Patience is required, and repetition ingrains mastery. Persistence aligned with purpose is unstoppable. One man who persists will surpass 10 who falter. Definiteness of purpose is the foundation of power. A mind scattered among endless desires achieves nothing. The man who is clear about what he wants directs every thought, word, and action toward it. His energy is concentrated, his perception sharpened, his results inevitable. The universe responds to clarity, not whim. Your subconscious mind obeys repetition, not hope. A single thought repeated deliberately becomes conviction. Conviction transforms into belief. Belief directs action. Action produces result. The undisciplined mind whispers doubt. The disciplined mind commands certainty. Energy directed with precision multiplies beyond measure. Random effort produces random outcomes. Focused effort, repeated consistently, produces results that appear miraculous but are entirely lawful. The man who aligns his energy with principle discovers reserves of power previously hidden. Every cause produces an effect. Every effect traces back to a cause. Nothing in life is random. Wealth, influence, respect, and peace follow law. Ignorance allows misfortune to accumulate unnoticed. Understanding allows deliberate creation. Claim responsibility for all effects in your life. Every success, every failure, every circumstance is a reflection of internal obedience or disobedience. You cannot control the wind, but you can adjust the sails. External conditions are neutral. They neither punish nor reward. The disciplined mind recognizes opportunity within limitation, leverage within resistance, and direction within chaos. Circumstance yields only to preparation, clarity, and aligned effort. Thought is power, but only when backed by persistent action. Ideas alone do not produce results. Plans alone do not produce achievement. Belief alone does not produce wealth. Thought, combined with definiteness, harmonized with principle, and executed with persistence produces mastery. Your inner world shapes your outer reality. The man who governs his mind governs his life. The man who drifts allows life to govern him. Every external condition is a mirror of internal obedience. Change the inner order, and the outer world must follow. Faith is action in anticipation of results. To believe without acting is empty. To act without belief is ineffective. Faith is both a state of mind and a course of action, a deliberate insistence that law will respond when obedience is applied. Persistence transforms obstacles into stepping stones. Every failure, every rejection, every disappointment contains within it the blueprint for an equivalent advantage. The question is whether you interpret it wisely. Discipline transforms adversity into achievement. Reaction transforms it into suffering. Every thought, word, and action is a seed. Your life is the harvest. Plant carefully, cultivate diligently, observe what you plant. The undisciplined man scatters seeds of fear, indecision, and doubt. The disciplined man sows faith, clarity, and purpose. Nature and law obey both without preference. The law is impartial, unforgiving, and exact. It punishes ignorance and rewards awareness. It ignores emotion, desire, or complaint. The universe responds to principle, not persuasion. Obey and results follow. Fail to obey and consequences accumulate. Clarity, persistence, and alliance produce results beyond imagination. One man with focused energy can achieve much. Many men united with purpose multiply power exponentially. Success is a function of alignment of thought, action, and collaboration. Action transforms intention into reality. The man who dreams but does not act experiences frustration. The man who acts without clarity achieves chaos. The man who acts with purpose, persistence, and principle achieves mastery. Definiteness creates order. Order produces momentum. Momentum ensures results. Chaos is scattered energy. Definiteness is concentrated energy. Momentum compounds results. Every great leader, inventor, and entrepreneur mastered this sequence. You are not a spectator, you are the cause. Life obeys law, not hope. Every thought is a command, every action an order, every alliance a multiplier. To recognize this is to claim mastery of your destiny. Do not ask why life favors others, ask what law they obey. Comparison breeds envy. Observation breeds insight. Study principle, observe cause, align yourself, and law will produce results in your favor. The weak react, the strong create. Reaction is subservience to circumstance. Creation is command over circumstance. Reaction consumes energy. Creation multiplies energy. Align thought and action, and results follow with inevitability. Every repeated thought engraves the future. The mind obeys repetition. Persistent, deliberate thought creates belief. Belief directs action. Action produces reality. Ignore this and your life drifts. Obey it and your life manifests mastery. The law is not kind to ignorance, but generous to awareness. Every mistake, every setback, every loss is either punishment or teacher. Learn, adjust, and persist. Obey, and results must appear. Energy without direction destroys. Energy with direction creates. Anger, passion, desire, frustration, these are raw forces. Untamed, they ruin. Directed, they achieve. Every emotion is a tool, every thought is a blueprint, every action is construction. All mastery begins with awareness and ends with obedience. Observe your mind, align your purpose, control your actions, and harmonize with law. Every desired result is available to those who obey. Your life is not a gift to receive, it is a material to shape. Stop waiting, stop hopping, define, decide, act, persist, repeat. Law obeys obedience, your results will follow. Every moment of choice shapes destiny. Do not waste the present. Every thought, word, and action is a lever. Pull it wisely, pull it with purpose, pull it persistently. Your life is the product of these levers applied consistently. The measure of a man is not what happens to him, but what he does with what happens. Every man faces circumstance. Every man experiences trial. Some succumb, others rise. The difference is not in chance, it is in law applied. Life does not reward sentiment or desire, it rewards understanding, obedience, and action. Every result you witness in the world is the direct consequence of principles applied consistently. Fortune favors the prepared mind, not the hopeful heart. Observe those who succeed. They do not wait for opportunity, they create it. They do not hope for influence, they command it. They do not pray for clarity, they cultivate it. Their achievements appear magical to the unaware, yet they are simple consequences of law obeyed. Thought is the architect, action is the builder, persistence is the master craftsman. A single idea, nurtured and applied, can reshape a life, a company, even a nation. Thoughts left idle produce nothing. Words unaccompanied by effort echo in emptiness. Action repeated, directed, and discipline produces form, reality, and permanence. Desire without definiteness is wasted energy. Many men claim to want success, wealth, or influence, yet their actions are scattered, their goals vague, their commitment weak. Desire must be definite, precise, and actionable. Law does not respond to vague wishes, it obeys clear commands. Every setback is a message, every failure a guide. Adversity is not punishment, it is instruction. Pain and difficulty are mirrors reflecting where law has been ignored. The man who studies them, who extracts their lesson, turns hardship into advantage. The man who reacts blindly repeats misfortune. Energy misapplied is destruction. Energy applied with purpose is creation. Passion, ambition, and drive are not enough. Left untamed, they consume the individual. Directed by clarity, discipline, and principle, the same energy produces results beyond imagination. Anger can become focus. Desire can become innovation. Fear can become foresight. Your subconscious obeys repetition, not hope. Repeated thought engraves belief. Belief directs action. Action produces reality. The man who ignores this law drifts aimlessly. The man who obeys it commands results. Speak to your mind daily, declare your purpose, and it will begin to manifest outwardly. Definiteness is power concentrated. Indecision is power wasted. Every scattered thought is energy lost. Every unclear goal is opportunity surrendered. Nature abhors vagueness. Law responds to order. Define your purpose. Fix it clearly in mind. Act upon it relentlessly. Momentum will accumulate and results will follow. You are the cause of every effect in your life. Stop blaming circumstance. Stop blaming others. Every success, every failure, every relationship, every opportunity is a reflection of internal obedience. You are either consciously applying law or unconsciously obeying it in ways that limit you. Claim responsibility and you regain control. Faith is disciplined expectation. Action is its proof. The man who waits passively for fortune exhibits neither faith nor law. Faith requires preparation, clarity, and persistent action. Doubt left unchecked becomes inaction. Belief, repeated and reinforced, transforms inertia into creation. Every thought shapes your environment. Every word amplifies it. The careless mind speaks orders of weakness. The deliberate mind speaks orders of power. Words reflect belief. Belief directs action. Action produces reality. Speak carefully, think deliberately, act consistently. Your life will reflect what you command. All progress is law in motion. All stagnation is law ignored. The universe does not reward sentiment or hope. It rewards principle applied. Stagnation is never random. It is the result of ignored cause. Master the principles that govern success, and progress becomes inevitable. Every alliance multiplies power. Every distraction dilutes it. Isolation limits strength. Cooperation multiplies it. The man who unites his effort with others of clarity, purpose, and faith amplifies results beyond individual capacity. Choose associates carefully. Their influence compounds yours. The man who controls his mind controls his destiny. External conditions are neutral. They do not punish or favor. The man who governs thought, emotion, and focus transforms circumstance into opportunity. The man who allows others to dictate his mind drifts under influence, reactive and powerless. Persistence is the bridge between thought and result. The momentary effort accomplishes nothing. Temporary enthusiasm produces illusions, not achievement. Repetition, consistency, and patience, directed toward a definite aim, convert thought into tangible outcome. Every cause produces an effect. Every effect traces back to cause. Recognize patterns. Study consequences. Align actions with principle. Stop chasing effects blindly. To alter results, you must alter the causes, not merely complain about the effects. Definiteness transforms scattered energy into unstoppable force. A man divided cannot succeed. A mind focused multiplies. Every thought, word, and act aligned with a single purpose creates momentum that draws circumstances into cooperation. Every day wasted on indecision is energy lost forever. Obedience to law yields freedom. Ignorance yields limitation. The paradox is simple. Law may appear restrictive, yet true obedience liberates. The man who understands cause and effect no longer fears uncertainty. He does not hope blindly. He acts knowingly. His life is predictable not because it is controlled by others, but because it is governed by principle. Opportunity appears to those who prepare. Chance favors no one who drifts. But to the deliberate, focused, persistent man, opportunity is the natural consequence of alignment. The universe offers nothing to the idle, everything to the prepared. Thought is a seed. Repetition is cultivation. Action is harvest. Plant with care. Nourish deliberately. Act with precision. The harvest is unavoidable. Ignore the process and results vanish. Understand it and results are lawfully guaranteed. The weak react, the strong command. Reaction is surrender to circumstance. Command is alignment with principle. The difference determines the trajectory of a life. Every man has both tendencies. Mastery is choosing which one governs. All mastery begins in the mind and manifests in action. Mental discipline precedes material achievement. Clarity precedes wealth. Belief precedes opportunity. Control of thought produces control of circumstance. Chaos yields only to order, and order is the product of focused intelligence applied consistently. Every failure carries within it the seed of success. Misfortune is neutral. The undisciplined interpret it as punishment. The wise extract the lesson, adjust the plan, and advance. Every setback is either a stumbling block or a stepping stone. The choice is yours. The man who acts without thought builds chaos. The man who thinks without action builds illusion. Action without clarity produces wasted effort. Thought without execution produces empty dreams. The disciplined man aligns both. He thinks, decides, acts, and persists. Momentum compounds. Results manifest. All desire can be transmuted into creation. Anger, frustration, longing, ambition. None is wasted if directed correctly. Energy applied without purpose burns out. Energy directed with law achieves extraordinary results. Every emotion is a tool. Every obstacle is a blueprint. Every failure is a lesson. Success is exact, lawfully determined, and predictable for those who obey. Miracle is a term applied by the unaware. To the disciplined, the consistent, and the law-abiding, results are inevitable. Nothing is mysterious. Nothing is random. Everything is consequence. Clarity is momentum. Momentum is inevitability. Inevitability is mastery. The undisciplined wonder why others succeed. The disciplined recognize pattern, apply principle, and move with law. Nothing and no one can stop a mind aligned with purpose, persistent in action, and disciplined in thought. Your life is a reflection of your mental order. Disorder produces limitation. Order produces progress. Every relationship, every opportunity, every outcome is a mirror of internal alignment. Adjust the interior, and the exterior responds immediately. All wealth, influence, and peace are reflections of cause. Nothing arrives by luck. Everything arrives as consequence. Study, act, persist, align, and the world will respond as it must. The man who governs himself governs circumstances. The man who drifts obeys them. Every habit, thought, and choice compounds. Every repetition engraves reality. The disciplined man accumulates power. The drifter accumulates limitation. Faith, clarity, and persistence are the trinity of creation. Faith guides belief. Clarity directs action. Persistence ensures result. Together, they convert energy, desire, and intention into tangible outcomes. The universe responds to obedience, not sentiment. Desire alone produces nothing. Hope alone produces nothing. Law obeyed produces everything. Align, act, and persist. The rest is automatic. All mastery is achieved through principle, patience, and practice. Rushing, whining, or guessing produces chaos. Observation, alignment, and deliberate effort produce extraordinary achievement. Your destiny is the sum of your repeated choices. Every moment, thought, and action contributes. Do not waste them, direct them, focus them, persist relentlessly. Success is predictable, inevitable, and precise for those who understand law. Obedience converts thought into result, desire into opportunity, effort into wealth, and intention into power. Mastery begins the day a man says, "I am the cause of everything in my life." Claim it, declare it, live it. Every thought, word, and action aligns. Every obstacle becomes a teacher. Every ally amplifies effort. Every opportunity appears as law responds. Life obeys law, not favor. Stop waiting, stop wishing. Decide, act, persist. Align with principle. The universe must respond. Miracles are the perception of law obeyed. From this moment, you are no longer a spectator. You are the cause. Claim responsibility, focus purpose, direct energy, multiply power through alliance, persist, repeat. Law will deliver, results are inevitable. Every day is an opportunity to prove mastery. Your thoughts are seeds. Your words are instructions. Your actions are harvest. Discipline the mind, direct the energy, persist relentlessly, and life becomes obedient. You do not seek miracles. You obey law, and life becomes miraculous in appearance. Command, act, persist, and the universe must comply. Power, wealth, peace, and influence follow exactly as day follows night. Obey law because, live with purpose, Everything else is consequence. Please subscribe my channel.